All right, good morning, everybody. Welcome to House Edge Live with John from ProCraps here on Casino Gaming TV. For now, we're gonna switch it obviously at some point, but yeah, I gotta apologize for a couple things. One is I was gone for a couple days, as you know. I got a couple of text messages. I'm fine. Um, I'll explain why here in a little bit, but yeah, we're back. We're back on regular rhythm now, starting today, and I think things should be pretty solid. I hope moving forward. But yeah, I'm coming to you today from my house, obviously. Right, normally our house is beautiful, right? We have this amazing view. You've seen it all the time off the backyard. I've had this cold for since I got back from Vegas, and I'm realizing it's not my cold. It's this. We had this fire raging. We have two fires raging around us. One is about 10 miles to the north, and one's about 6, 7, 8 miles or so to the east of us. Look at our town. Like, you can't even see the river. Like my house, like that river view, the first picture, that is only about a mile from my house. That river, it's beautiful, and the mountains behind it, you can't even see the river now. Like, it's so bad and brown, and like you go outside, your eyes burn, and it's awful. So if y'all have lived near forest fires, I know we have. It's a thing here every year. We get forest fires here every year, but this year particularly horrible with the forest fires. There's about 80 or so thousand acres that are scorched right now. It's awful out there. The animals are everywhere trying to find, they're all being dehomed, obviously. It's a mess, man. It's really a mess. So smoky. And it's been going on for a month, but now it's so pervasive that you can't even see, like I said, the river, but like the road, when you're driving on the road, it's like there's ash flying everywhere. It's awful. We can't walk the dogs or nothing. So it's been pretty bad. Like I said, I think that's where all this is coming from. Like, this voice and the scratchiness and like my nose, and God, it's a mess. I think it's the smoke. It's just we it's like smoking a pack of cigarettes just sitting around your house. So anyway, not great over here, but we'll power through it. So all right, let's get to it. So before we start today, as always, remind you of the bridge concepts. Now, again, I know that there are people out there who would say that the house edge is the only concept you should care about, right? Not. Right? You can play the lowest house edge game that you want to play. You can play the highest risk game that you want to play. If you make poor decisions, you're going to leave with less money than you ought to. Right? Even if you're losing, you'll lose more if you're not paying attention to your bankroll, to your risk profile. The way that you identify when it's time to go home or lean into something great, right? Whether you can exercise the discipline to make it all happen, right? And I think it all starts with having good goals. I think goals should be, the number one thing kind of in your life, right? If you have a goal with gambling, a goal with your job, a goal with your marriage, a goal with everything, it's always the North Star. And obviously your emotions play a big role in this thing. So coming into it today, I want to tell you why I've been gone. We actually, this morning, she passed away, my Aunt Teri, about an hour or so ago. My wife's Aunt Teri. So we were over in... we got the news the other day that this was probably happening on Monday. So Tuesday morning, Tuesday, 2 days ago, we got the note from her daughter, my cousin Shelly, that her mom was probably going to go. She was in hospice and hadn't eaten and opened her eyes for a few days. And, and she had Parkinson's, like my wife's mom and her mom did. So it's Parkinson's and dementia kind of run in the family a little bit. So grandmom, Aunt Sherry, who was Terry's twin, and Linda, who's my wife's mom, all had the same exact thing. So of course, Kathy and her sisters were all panicking that they're going to get it. But Terry fought the good fight. She was a strong lady. I want to eulogize her a little bit today before I go on. She was super strong. She had this like incredibly rough time. Like, I'm not going to get into it, but she had a really, really rough time early in her marriage and with the two young kids. And she powered through that at a time when women didn't power through. You know what I'm saying? Like, women today are a lot stronger, I think, in many ways than they were back in the day. Back in the day, women were stronger for a different reason, right? She showed an immense amount of strength in dealing with the hardships in her life and in raising her kids. I want to call her out for that because, like I said, a lot of women in those days would just stick it out. And although that's strong, in one respect, what Teri did for her kids was an amazing thing. So I want to make sure that she's recognized for that. And I think it's one of the things that I admire about her most. And I think that her kids, and even like on the side of that, the cousins, my wife and her sisters, all kind of were blessed with some of that, which is amazing. So, but as tough as she was, and she was a persnickety lady. I mean, I knew her as being a real stickler, everything in its place, and she's a Virgo like me, so everything always in your place, right, kind of thing. So, but she was she can be seen as a little judgy, but she was just like, hey, it's got to be the way it's got to be. I think that's the way that's where her strength came from, was from being organized. But I do remember her for being super fun. I had the picture here of sparklers, right? I don't have a picture of her with the sparklers because my memory of this event was from, God, 1996. We'd have phones back then. But her and Linda, my wife's mom, and her twin sister Sherry, before anybody had anything wrong, we were at 4th of July at my father-in-law's cabin up in upstate Washington, and they were doing sparkler dances, the three of them. They were 56 years old, right? And they're just doing these crazy, like acting like 5-year-olds, right? And I'll never remember Kat's dad saying, "Oh God, there goes the Dumley sisters," right? And so to this day, I still call her one of the Dumley sisters, and now they're all united, of course. But just so you, I mean, so she knows that she can hear me now. She, like I said, every time I see a sparkler, but really every time I see lightning now, I'm going to think of them. Like the lightning storms that unfortunately cause these fires, but they'll make me think of the Dumley sisters. That's just one of those ingrained memories. And Teri was also a gamer. Her favorite game was Pinochle. And I knew Pinochle from being a kid, but I was okay at it. Teri, for some reason, took a liking to me. I don't know why. But she always wanted me to be her partner whenever we played Pinochle. Always would find me no matter where I was. John, Pinochle time, let's go. And she was my partner, and we never lost. She was really, really, really good at cards. So was Kathy's mom, and they were very competitive. Teri and I never lost. We were the Pinochle gurus. Never lost. And one of the things, and I don't know how you all play Pinochle, but we pass cards, right? So after you deal it out, you do the bidding, you declare your meld, and then we pass the cards back and forth, right? She always wanted me to pass her 10s. I hate 10s in Pinochle. I think 10s to me are guaranteed losers. I hate them. She loved her 10s. So I always would pass her a 10 every time. We never lost. I'm telling you, we never lost the Pinochle. My wife will fight me on that, but I'll remember that forever. I'll remember her taking random John. You got to remember when she met me, when Kathy's mom met me, when I was in my 20s, my early 20s, I had wicked long hair. You know what I mean? The tattoos were up all the time, and it was like, who's this guy? You know what I mean? This loser, essentially, that Kathy brought home. But Teri loved me and always made sure that I was included and all that stuff. So I'm going to miss her a lot. So we had the opportunity to go spend most of the day Tuesday with her. Got a chance to sit and hold her hand, speak with her, and that hospice thing is kind of sad, but at the same time, it's kind of cathartic for everybody, right? I know that she can hear, because she would kind of like respond as we were talking, and we got to say all the good things to her, and we sat in that room and we just relived memories for the better part of the day. So that's where I was Tuesday, and coming back late and having to catch up yesterday. So that's why I've been gone for a couple of days. So I apologize for not being here, but family first, right? That's how we do it. So anyway, Godspeed, Teri. Enjoy the journey, and I hope that you're reuniting with your sisters and your parents is a joyous time for your soul. So that's what I want to say about my Aunt Teri. So with that said, let's talk about happy things, happy and fun things like this. I made $940 yesterday when the Mariners clinched the AFC or the AL West. I placed a bunch of futures bets out there in Vegas a year ago when I was, I don't know what occasion I was there for, but I got the Mariners to win the AL West, the American League, and the World Series, and the Phillies to win the NL East, the NL, and the World Series. I put $50 on each of those scenarios for those teams. So $300 in. I'm out 940 already with both teams winning the division. So I'm already out ahead. I think they're going to play in the World Series. It's going to be a thing. And as I look at these pictures here, right? Yeah, thanks, Ron. It's for sure. See you later. Teri loved the Mariners. Like, she loved the Mariners. And I think, honestly, they clinched last night. I think she held on until they clinched. I literally think that she heard the news this morning because they have the TV running in there. Then they clinched, and then she's like, okay, now I'm gone. Like I literally feel like she waited for that. My grandmother, I told you all this story. My grandmother, my dad's mother, who she passed away probably 35 years ago, but she loved the Phillies so much. She was the one that would sit I can't have a picture of it, but she would sit at her table with like a little transistor radio, a little yellow one, and she would score the games at the kitchen table every game. Love the Phillies. That's the Phillies logo from back when she was doing that. So I feel like there's this kind of they're probably up there right now, just doing a little squawk back and forth. But I get to enjoy what's going to be a great World Series. I'm predicting it now. Phillies Mariners World Series. It'll be a Game 7, and I don't care who wins. Let's just call it that. I'm stoked. But yeah, but my bet's already paid, so that's pretty good. When I go out to Vegas, I have basically $9.40 in free play at the craps table. So I might actually go for an ATS. I might actually play the freaking ATS, right? Go kart, get out of here, go karts. It's all about the Hawks tonight. All right. So we talked about this the other day. I'm not going to do the math stuff today. I didn't have time to prepare for it. We were going to do some math things. I have something more fun planned, I think, but we'll get to this, the math stuff. But I do still believe this. Regardless if it's the Horseman, which is super low house edge, whether it's the pass line parlay, which is, again, super low house edge, or whether it's flipping the 4 or 10, whatever way you want to go, and again, call back to the bridge. As long as you're okay with your risk and what you're doing, you win in a chaos, right? We're looking for chaos rolls either way, right? You want some variance in the outcomes. You want more, pass lines than you should. You want more 10s than you should. You want to be there when the swing happens in your way and get on that tempo where you're catching the streak. That's what you want, right? So I think you win here. And I think you can lose a lot there if you're not careful, as we know. So let's play today in honor of a couple of people, a home run or bust kind of strategy. And I'm going to call this one the big dumper because Cal Raleigh from the Mariners last night, number 29, hit his 60th home run if you weren't paying attention. He's got 125 RBIs right now. I looked it up this morning, the exact number, 60 home runs, 125 on the RBIs, which is a great even number for us. So we're going to play the big dumper strategy. I literally made this up this morning. It's a home run or nothing. We're going to go $60, 6 and 8 for the home runs. We're going to go 125 on the 5 and 9 for the RBIs. We're going to go 29 on the 4 and 10, right? For his number, we'll do 25 as a bet, and we'll do $4 on the hard ways. We're going to hard way parlay, of course, right? On every other number, the 4, 5, 6, 8, and 9, we're going to collect once. Then we're going to half press. And every win we get, we're going to keep half. We're going to throw half of it onto the 10 for Aunt Teri, because Aunt Teri loved them 10s and pinochle. So we're going to basically build a 10 tower. The 10, we're going to bat flip it. We're going to not collect on the 10 till the third hit. We're just going to press the 10. We're going to keep that thing fired up, and we're going to flip it. That's the plan today. We're going to go 10s or nothing. Everything else is going to be half press, collect the whole way through. Home run or nothing. Kyle Raleigh's a home run guy. My Aunt Teri loved that 10. Let's just make it happen today, shall we? Let's have the Bubble Craps machine play nice with us today. We're just going to do something a little bit crazy, a little bit insane, but why the hell not? I want to make sure that we have a good time and honor my aunt in a way that she would like to be honored, which is by us having stupid fun. So here we go. It's the big dumper strategy. Let's run it out here and see what happens, shall we? What do you think? The 10 tower, right? As far as bankroll goes, I don't know that it matters, but I'm going to bring this out. I don't know how much we need. We need what? We need 1 1/4. Let's put it out there first. This is what we need. We need 1 1/4 on the 5 and 9, right? So there's 125 there. We need 60 on the 6 and 8. So let me get that out here. So 60, that's going to be 120, 220, 320, 370. Plus the 29 plus 29, so that's going to be 380, about 430 across. Is that what that 430 across? 25 and 25, right? So it's 300 here, right? 150, 300 and 120. So it's 420 out there plus the $4 over here. All right, so 420. Let's call it 430. There's your $4 over there. 430 across. We'll do 4 runs. So we'll do $500 4 times. I'll take 4 cracks at it. We'll see what happens. All right, 4 cracks at it, and that's it. So 4 cracks, we'll get $500. We'll get 30 change for the bets that are out there, or 70 change, right? God, I'm losing my mind over here. Let's make sure that that's right before I start paying myself in the wrong piles here. So we've got 300, 420 plus the 8, so 428, 430, so about $72. $72 is our change from 500 to get reset. All right, here we go. And odds work, and I don't want to hear from you today. I'm doing this strategy because it's in honor of my aunt. It's not about you. So here we go. You ready to play it out, guys? Here we go. Here we go. We're just going to have home run or bust in honor of my aunt and Cal freaking Raleigh. Here we go. Let's get a point. We're a little bit crooked, it looks like. We got a midnight, doesn't matter. Got a 3, it doesn't matter. All right, points 5. We're going to use our CGTV challenge coin, by the way. If you were at the event, you got one. It's a literal heavy-ass challenge coin. The dogs will be off. The logo will be the on. So we're on the 5, and here we go. Let's just see if we can't catch a miracle run today. Here we go. Miracle run. It's going to be a 9. Okay, so 9, 175, right? We get paid 175 on the 9. Remember, we're going to same bet the first time on these numbers. Same bet the first time. So I'm going to bring 175 back to my rack, and I'm going to mark it with a lammer so I don't forget we got paid on the 9. I don't want to lose my place, okay? Because I will. There's a 3. It doesn't matter. There's an 8. That's fantastic. 8 pays $70. We'll do 75. I'll put it here. 75 for 5. All right, that goes to the rack. We'll mark the 8 that we got paid on the 8. And now we know that we get the half. These two get half pressed over to here. All right. And again, in a real casino, use your rack. Okay, there it is. So there's an 8. Pays $70. So it gets paid $50, $70 right there. We're going to half press. We're going to take 35 back to the rack. We're going to put 35 onto the 10. We're just going to make that 10 a giant tower. We're going to flip the 10. Hopefully. Let's get some 10s. There's a 9. Woohoo! 175. 175. So the half press on this one here, I'm going to keep the black and press the 75. So 75 goes to the 10. $100 comes to the rack. The 10 now looks like, by the way, $135. How about that? There's a 5. That's the point being hit. Puck will go off. We're going to get paid $175. That's going to be a same bet on the 5. And I will mark the 5. Then now it's on the half press train. Okie dokie. Here we go. We can, by the way, with the puck off, get a little color action going here. So I've got 300 in black, 400, 500. There, by the way, is our money back. So our rack is actually full, right? We've got $100 in profit plus what's out there. There's $500 sitting out here, plus we have 100 in profit. So we're actually doing really well. We could probably stop playing, but we're going to try and get the 10 to work, okay? So we're already in profit, which is awesome. We actually have made a full $600 in profit. I love that. All right. Coming out, we got 11. We got a 11. Come on. A 3, but we can't get out. Can't get out. A 4. Okay, point's going to be a 4. Let's go. Another 9. That's fantastic. 175. So 175, and again, I'll take the $75 to the rack. We're going to press the 10 with that black. How about a 10? A deuce. We might hit the small, I think. We got the 4, the 5, not the 6. We've had the 1, 2, and 3. We just need the 6 for the small. I should be out there, right? And we've had the midnight and the 11. We just need this 10 and the 6 for the whole damn thing. Ah, there's the 7. Bummer. All right, well, that's cool. We won money. Gotta love it. We won some dough. Let's take all this down. the 10 had $200 and some on it, which is actually kind of cool. All right, here we go. We're gonna go out there again with 500. So we'll take this money here, this 500 right here, and go 125 on the 5 and 9. We'll go 60 on the 6 and 8, and 25 on the 4 and 10. I'm gonna get change for that 100 right there. We need 75 and 25. I think that'll get us there, right? There's going to be 25 there. 5 and 5. It's actually going to be 4 and 4 with 2 change. Yep, and there's our 70 something duck. Oh, we need to put our 4s and 10s, or our caps on the 6 and 8. All right, now it's 60 and 60, and there's our $72 change. Perfect. All right, we're back. We're back in the game. Let me get these back in the rack, and let's go. Coming on. We got a 9. New point is a 9. Let's go. Let's hit that 10. I want to flip the 10 so bad, right? It'd be so much fun. All right, the 8. So we're going to hit the 8. It pays $70. First time is going to be a collect, right? We'll do 75 for 5 out of the rack. We'll collect the first one. Another 8. So this time, $70 as the actual payment. We're going to keep half. We're going to put half on the 10. We're going to half press every time on the 10. And take half to the rack. That's a 6 hard. Okay, great. That's going to be, again, the same thing. We'll do 75 for 5. And we'll keep it. And I will mark it so we don't forget what we're doing. 5. That's awesome. We're going to mark the 5 and don't forget that. It pays 125 or 175. And again, first hit is the same bet. First hit, we're going to take some money back to our rack so we stay safe. Then we're going to go hard. It's 11. Thought it was a midnight. And there's a hard 8. Fantastic, baby. That's going to be $70. Another $70 winner. That's awesome. Again, we're going to keep half. We're going to press half. So half goes to the rack. The 10 now has $95 on it, which is a weird number, but whatever. And there's a 6. Another $70 winner. We'll just do 75 for 5, and I'll move the money over. 75 for 5, and we're going to keep half. We're going to, again, press half. So there goes the 10. The tower on the 10 is getting bigger and bigger. Ah, 7 came. Damn it, we didn't get our... I want to get that 10 so bad. All right, we'll lose all this. Too bad. We're going to get one. We are going to get one. I know we are. Aunt Teri is going to make sure that it happens. So let's go put all this over here. All right, the reds go here. The greens go there. Sorry, I got my dealer rack is kind of far away. Let's make these go away. Let's reset the board. Here's 100. Here's a black for the 125 on the 9. We'll get the 6 and 8 reset. I think we're actually going to have enough money to do it just out of our rack here. 6 and 8 get reset. 4 and 10 get reset. There's $8 over here. So there's 5. There's $8 to replace the hard ways, which is awesome. So look at that. We have we're back out to play, and we've got still profit. We have 100, 200 in profit. Look at us go. $200 in profit. 200 and change actually in profit. That's really kind of awesome. I'd love to get where I'm out here and I have a whole nother bullet in the back. So we'll get there. Here we go. Coming out. 6. There's our 6 is the new point. Let's get a good run here, huh? Let's have a nice run. There's a 5. I love it. 175. Same bet the first one. Same bet that first one. Ah, quick 7. Bummer. What a huge bummer. Okay, let's see where we are. I got 400. It's 428 to get out there, right? Is that what it is? 428? It's 300, 420. No, 300 here, 420 and 8. So 428, there's 1, 2, 3, 425, there's 430. We actually had a full bullet that we'd earned. So 430 in our rack with 2 change. So we're still doing okay. We still actually have our initial 4 bullets, 1, 2, 3, 4 bullets over here, right? Plus $8. So we're cooking. We're still cooking. Let's go. 8 hard. Hard ways. Yeah, I took care of this. All right, 8 hard. Let's go. I haven't seen a 10 yet, Terry. What's up? Oh no, our first full beating, our first PSO, which is going to happen. $500 has to come out of the rack. That sucks. We'll get that $78 change. $78 change. All right. What a bummer. We'll just reset from purple. Here we go. 10. There's our 10. All right, we're on the 10. Point's going to be a 10. Let's do it. Aces. A 5. Okay, so 5. 5 pays 1 1/4, or 175 rather. 175. We will same bet it and mark it. 9 also pays 175. That's fantastic. We're going to mark that up and put the money back in the rack. An 8. That pays 75 for 5. 75 for our last nickel. And that's the same bet. Bring it back in. Lock it up. We're damn close, right? 175 is 350, right? Plus 75, that's going to be 4 1/4. Those 3 hits were out of the hand. This is all free play now, right? So that's pretty cool. If you're just counting at home and that works out for you, that's actually pretty cool. All right, here we go. Home run or bust. There's another 8. That'll pay $70, as you know. We've already hit it once. We're going to keep half. We're going to play half on the 10. $5. Again, 175. Okay, again, we're going to half press. So 175. I'm going to keep the black. I'm going to press with the quarters. Now 10 has got to hit at some point, right? The 10's got to hit. Got to get a 10. Another 5. Great. 175. We'll do the same move, right? We're going to half press. We're going to put the 75 to the 10. I'm going to put that black back in my rack. That was on a 1 and it rolled over to the frickin' 3. Didn't get it yet. All right, that's okay. We're going to pull this down. I think we actually made some money there, which is okay. What a bummer. What a bummer. I thought we were going to be on that 5 again. Would have been cool. All right, that goes all bye-bye. Let's reset the board and see where we are. I think we actually made money on that one. We did. We made money for sure. There's the 5 and 9. Here comes the 6 and the 8. There's the 6. Let me break this quarter up into 5. There's the 8. These 2 here will become the hard ways with 2 change. And there's the 4 and the 10. So the rack slowly getting rebuilt. We have 300 here in green. Or sorry, 100 in green. So we got some blacks back. I'll put the blacks over here. Try and rebuild our stash, starting stash. Let's go. We're going to hit that 10 at some point, right? All right, we're on the 6. Here we go. Give me a good run here, folks. Oh, another 11. A lot of 11s today. A lot of 11s today. Oh, no. No. We don't want that to happen. That sucks. Full boat right there. 428 comes out the door. Jeez. That sucks. There's 5. I'll do 508. We're just going to reset it. So 508. I'll take $80 change. Wow, that sucks. That sucks big time. All right. Let's do it. Home run or bust, right? There's another 7. There's a midnight, okay. 6. Let's do it. Another 6. We hit the point. It's okay. 75 for 5. So I'll drop 5 whites. I'll drop 5 whites. Drop 5 whites. Take 75, and that'll just be a same bet. Puck is off. Here we come. That's a 9. Okay. There's another 9. That's beautiful. 175. Pays 175. All right. Oh, by the way, I got to mark the 6. I forgot to. And we'll mark the 9 now as being hit. Puck goes off. 175 comes to the rack. I'll put the blacks. Actually, I'm going to take these greens as a black. And those blacks now are a purple. We have one of our lost bullets is back home with us. Actually, these 4 greens here also look like a black. So we're going to start rebuilding that back of that rack here. Hopefully, cross your fingers, this happens up. All right, there is the 7 on the come out. Good time for that. That's going to be an 8. Here we go. Oh, man. No rhythm. Actually, we didn't press the 10 at all. So all these bets are just going to leave them up there. It's against 428. So we'll take 500. We'll get our $72 change. Ugh. And there that is, $72 change. We'll do one more shooter here. And that'll probably be it for time. So give it one more crack. I want to hit 110. There's an 8. All right. There's your 8. Let's do it. Let's do it. Aces. Oh, that was almost a you-know-what. That thing wanted to be a bad number for us. All right, there's the 5. We'll mark it. We'll take our 175. Black in the back, green in the front. Midnight. There's a 10. 6, 4, 10. I pay $70 or $50. Again, it's a flip. So I'm going to mark the 10 as the number of times it gets hit. 3 hits. That's the home run. 3 full presses, and we hit it. I'm sorry, 2 full presses and then a collect. There's the 7. No 7s. That's a bummer. All right, so I'm going to reset the board one final time. It'll be 428 out. So 520. Well, I can't do 528. We'll just take the 5. Ugly. $72. $72 change. This is our last bullet is right here. It's it. Last chance. Whatever happens on this shooter happens on this shooter, and that's going to be the end of it. I do have 200 in greens here, though. I'm going to color those up. So at least I get the blacks looking right in the back of the rack. Last crack. I mean, one like full like flip on the 10. Let's go. I want to get one full flip on the 10. 7 out. It's not going to happen. That's going to be it. We're not going to have it today. Aunt Teri did not give me any love today on this one here at all. That's okay. That happens. All right. So we ended up losing one full bullet. Essentially, we lost one full bullet. If I take these reds here, I've got $25, $50. So we started with 5 bullets, I guess. We have 1 bullet left. We have 450 left. We have one shot at it left. That's it. If you want to, we can take our last bullet and just go all in. We might as well. We may as well take our last money and go all in. One more time. And then we'll call it. Huh? One more time and we'll call it. 450. Let's do it. One more last run at it. We'll dump the rack or win it all. Here we go. Last crack. 450, 428 out. So it's going to be 430, 440, we have $18, $22 in the rack. Oh my God. $22 in the rack. I will. Here we go. 8. There's our point. 7 out. All right, there it is. That's the 3 PSOs today. Three straight up PSOs today. It is what it is. That's how the right side works, right? We ended up with $22 as our out of whatever we had, $1,000. So burnage. We burnt the whole thing, and that's got to be okay. Here we go. Let's come back to the regular screens here, and let's see. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it for a minute. Let me go one page forward. Maybe. There we go. All right. That was fun. I don't care that we lost. It's one of those, again, home run or bust kind of a strategies anyway. And it's like literally, it's a who cares play. That's money to burn. That's making a tower and hoping that the tower hits. And tower didn't hit. Of course, we're looking for a dream roll, as somebody says, right? Yeah, on the dream roll, never got the hit, right? We got 110 hit all day, whatever. But it's kind of cool. Like I was up there having coffee this morning. I got to find a way to do something fun with my aunt's favorite number 10. So I knew I was gonna tower and flip the 10 as a thing to try today. And I thought, let's roll the Cal Raleigh stuff in there and just have a good time. Again, it's a who cares day. It's not a real strategy. Don't go play it at the casino. I just wanted to have some fun here on a Thursday on what's kind of a sad day. So, all right, couple of questions that came out. One, tomorrow's show, I don't have a clue yet. I'm going to try and do some math if I can tomorrow. We'll see. I don't know. We may get to some math tomorrow. I don't know yet. See how today goes. I'm so far behind in work because of being gone for Craps for the Cure, back for a day, and then gone for 2 days. I'm really far behind. So we'll see how much prep I can get done, and hopefully tomorrow's show will be a good one. I have not gone over the drawings yet. I was going to draw them tomorrow, but I haven't had time to really pump it up all week long, right? So we're going to do them next Friday. The Gargoyle Felt and the Axis Power Craps thing will be drawn next Friday. Reminder on that, though, go to crapsforthecure.com, get there, get your raffle items, get your raffle tickets in. Go buy tickets for both those things, increase your chances of winning, right? That's how it's going to be. I think that's it. Let's see, you're right. If I'm just having fun, don't need a bridge. That's a true statement, right? And today's not a day to be a bridge day, right? Today's going to be a day to just go out there and dink around and do something stupid just because. Today was literally a just because kind of a day. And sometimes that's okay, right? Today's not a day where I'm teaching you anything. I just wanted to have some fun and not worry about it, right? And again, it's all, fake money here at the house, right? This is all not real money. I'm goofing around, having a good time. And, yeah, so you got to, like I said, the bridge thing to me, like, honestly, and that's why I tell you this when I start the shows. It's like what you're going to see today. Sometimes I'm serious, sometimes I'm not. Take everything you see and hear with a grain of salt. Like, the bridge should have you be the filter. Like, oh, I would never do that. Like, the bridge should be telling you, I'm watching John lose $1,000 here. I would never do that. That's the bridge. The bridge should be your key to say, what I'm seeing right now, I would never do. Right? Or what I'm seeing now, I would totally do. That's the bridge. It's the filter through which you see YouTube shows. That's what it kind of comes down to, right? And a show like today where there's no seriousness in it, the bridge should be setting off red flags everywhere for you. Don't do that. This is dumb, right? That's the point of it. That's the point. You're starting to get it, Odds. You're starting to get it. Yeah, I'm out of here. Yes, you can still donate. And please do, right? You guys that watch me every day, donate. Get to Craps for the Cure. Put some money into it, right? Put some money behind the dog. Love me or hate me as a person, I don't care. It's all about the dogs and the vets. Go there and get put some paper or put some wood behind the arrow. All right. In the meantime, I'll leave you with my quote of the day, and then we'll talk about tomorrow. So tomorrow we're gonna do simple stuff, like basic pass line stuff, and looking for different table rhythms. We're gonna kind of work through rhythm at the table, trying to catch little streaks and runs and that kind of thing. I'm gonna show you some graphs of how that looks and feels in real time. And in honor of my aunt, remember this. This is a quote from one of my favorite songs. It's actually lyrics that my wife has her only tattoo with these lyrics. She has them right here. She's like, I have to wait till I hear the right thing to get that tattooed. And this song, it's called Hold On to Memories by Disturbed. You should go YouTube it right now. Hold On to Memories by Disturbed. It's a great, great song. And this is one of the money lines in it. It says, souls who are not remembered cannot survive. It's it's a point. I'm getting goosey bumps. It's a poignant statement, right? Where it's easy to like be sad and remorseful and have great memories of somebody in the moment when we're losing them, right? Years later, right? It's hard that memory can fade, right? They fade away. I love this quote, and I think for me, every time I hit a 10, it's going to be for Teri. Like I'm never going to not bet a 10 and not think of her, right? That's what this quote means to me. Something like that, like the little things you can do to kind of keep that thread of that person, whether they're here and disconnected from you or here and far away from you, like my daughter is. She's hours away at college. Find those threads, right, that you can keep connected to your people with, right? And I think for Teri, it's going to be the 10 forever. You know what I'm saying? That's how I want to kind of. I'll never forget, right? I'll never forget in that respect. So there you go. You guys have a great rest of your Thursday here. Duracell, smash the like button for sure, right? 100%. Hit it for me. Let's grow the channel. Get your donations in. Go pay for some dog food, all right? I love you guys. I will see you tomorrow morning. Have a great one, and God bless. Bye-bye.